This is my audience of 8 for my speech. So, here we go. Hello everyone, my name is Noah Shriver. I am 19 years old. I'm going to be 20 in a couple of weeks from now, and this will be my second year at JJC. I live in Plainfield, Illinois with my mom, dad, younger sister, and golden retriever. Before we lived here, we lived in Manlius, New York, where I stayed for a majority of my life until we moved at the end of my junior year due to my dad getting a promotion at his workplace. Speaking of junior year, for the first item, this is my junior year ID card for the high school I attended. This has a lot of sentimental value to me because it reminds me of a time where I hung out with my friends a lot to try to get as much time out as possible that I had there. So has a lot of special memories for that. Another thing I did back in high school was football. I was part of the O-line team, part of O-line for my football team. I was the right tackle. I played throughout all my high school until the beginning of my junior year, where I tore my labrum during one of the games. So that sucks. Anyway, back to Plainfield. I graduated from Plainfield North about last year. I didn't really do too much since I really only spent 1 year there and I didn't want to risk injuring my shoulder again. So all I really did was backstage work for the school play, and I was also a part of a singing group called Basics, which works as a barbershop for the high school. And that was pretty much all I did in high school. Speaking of music, though, I also do JJC Chambers. It's a singing group here at JJC. Because of my experience in music in high school, I figured that I could do chambers because I don't think I'm that bad of a singer. We're pretty good, which leads into my second item, a golden letter opener I got at my first concert here at JJC. I got it at the Rialto Theater. The attendees, the people who work there gave out golden letter openers to the attendees, and they mistaken me as an attendee, so they gave it to me on accident. So it just holds like a very funny memory of just a funny memory. Speaking other than music, though, I have a lot of interests and hobbies. One of these hobbies being video games, which leads into the third item. This is one of my favorite video games as a kid. It holds a lot of sentimental value to me because I just remember spending just all my time on this game, just grinding it out. And it just holds a lot of nice childhood memories of the game that I used to love. Another hobby of mine are comic books. As a kid, I always loved comic books with superheroes in them, but I could only really get graphic novels and like omnibuses of comic books, which are just big collections of comic books. But ever since we moved here, there was a comic book shop that opened that are just a couple of miles away from here. So I'm able to get single issues now, which is pretty cool. Which leads into another item. My the first issue of a Justice League comic I really like. The reason why I like this one is it just has a lot of my favorite heroes on it: Superman, Batman, The Flash, Green Lantern, and just has like really pretty art. And speaking of art, that leads into like one of my other favorite hobbies. I consider myself an artist. I really love doing art. Ever since I was a little kid, I always loved drawing, the coloring, any kind of like artistic thing I can do. I usually love doing that, which leads into another item of mine. A drawing that I'm still proud of when I was about really late 17. It's a picture of Superman standing, flying out, looking over Metropolis. It just holds a very, like, I don't really, this is when we just moved, and this is when I got really into Superman. It's just been just a really nice picture that I have up on my wall that I look back to and I think very nice things of. Anyway, back to my family. There's my little sister, Natalie. She's gonna be a senior this year, which is very shocking to me because I still see her as like a little child who can barely say anything. Although we do bicker and fight a good amount of the time, we still love each other. At least I hope so that she loves me back. That would be nice. There's my dad. He's the one that moved us all out of here, out from New York. But we can't really complain because we're right next to the city, so it's fun just to go down there. So love you, Dad. Then there's my mom. She takes care of all of us. She does a great job of taking care of me, my sister, and my dad. Without her, I would not know what I would be without her. So thank you, Mom. And I believe that's all the time I have. Thank you for listening to me ramble for about 5 to 6 minutes. And here is the audience that attended. Thank you.